In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do some advanced auto reverting. And also, I'm going to do a quick refresher to start out with normal auto reverting to hopefully clarify a few things for you guys. Before I get into the video, I have a huge major announcement to make. I am officially sponsored by Scuff. Yeah, I said it, Scuff. They sent me a controller to try out on this game, the Valor Pro Xbox controller. And I loved it so much, I decided to partner up with them. So now, going forward, I am sponsored by Scuff. If you guys want to support me in any way, in all videos in the future, I'm going to have a link to the Scuff website and my creator code in the description below. My creator code is Bmich, B-M-I-C-H, all caps. With that being said, let's get straight into the advanced auto reverting. For starters, I'm going to do a quick refresher and try and explain auto reverting a bit better because some people are still struggling. I forgot to turn on Flick It, but as you can see, it's on today. I got Flick It, I got controller cam. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you see that new controller? That's what my Scuff looks like. That's what they sent me, the skin I chose out. And now I'm going to be using their overlay for all my videos. Okay, for starters, let's get into auto reverting. So, for Goofy, you're going to the right with your left analog stick, like this, you see on my controller. And for your right analog stick, you're going diagonal halfway to the top right corner, you see? This is all the way out, this is halfway. Okay? So I'm going to go do a trick 180 into fakie nose manual or switch manual, right? I'm going to pop that trick and see my right stick. If I don't use my right stick, I just use my left stick, it won't auto revert. It only gives you a 180 for holding your left stick, you see? And then if you use your right stick, it tweaks at 90. So when you use both sticks, you get 180 from your left plus 90 with your right. And when you get into this next 180 rotation, it automatically completes your spin. So for anyone trying to figure this out, start off by just trying to do normal 360s with no pre-winds on flat ground. Like this, okay? Next, I'd go into fakie manual, do the trick, and just try and revert. Don't even manual, okay? So go into fakie manual, do the trick out of manual, don't even do it. You're going to the right when you do this, by the way. All the way to the right with your right stick and left. So, now with the manuals, you see my Flick It? You want to go here with your right stick. You see that little dot? Go right there. If you go too far, you drag your tail, and if you go too far, it won't go in manual. So watch. If I go too far, it doesn't go in manual. If I go too little, it doesn't really tweak it. So you want to go in the sweet spot halfway. You see where my thing is? Halfway. See? Halfway. Look at my Flick It. You see where the little dot is? All I'm doing, pop my trick, and going halfway to the rim in the top right corner. Halfway, like right here. If you don't get into the next rotation, it won't actually revert, so you have to use both sticks. See? It tweaks it a little bit, so it doesn't quite tweak at 90, but it tweaks it enough to get you in that next 180 rotation. There currently is a bug to where if you bail, it actually disables you tweaking with your right stick. So you'll be holding both sticks the same direction, but you'll only do 180 like this. The simple solution, just go back to your marker. And then for some reason unbugs it. I have no idea why this happens. Just a random like bail glitch puts you in some weird state. I don't really know. So look, this is the bug. Look how I'm pushing both my sticks the same direction. It's only 180. My right stick's disabled. See, look, I'm going to the side. Doesn't work. Look at that. It makes no sense. But when I go back to marker, it works again. Don't get why they need to fix this. This is a very bad bug. Like I said, I'll show some reverts. I do the same trick for practice, just so I can get comfortable with it. But just look at my Flick It. You see, I'm not moving at all. And you can see, I literally just hold my left stick to the right on the Scuff overlay. And then you can get to the point where you get to a speed, you'll just bail. Hopefully that clears the air. I showed you everything you need. You can see all my right stick, my left stick, what I'm doing. I tried to make it a little bigger for you guys with the controller overlay. Hopefully that helps. Now we're going to get into some advanced auto reverting. So for starters, we're going to go over some terminology. So it was called bottoms in Skate 3, which is, so like this is normal auto reverting, right? But then when you land in fakie manual, like this, those are bottom tricks. Called bottoms because you're using the bottom of your right stick, right? That's what we call them. So there's two types of bottom auto reverts. I have one that loses speed and one that gains speed. So for the long time experienced comp players, the one that loses speed is essentially a crail bottom without the grab and revert. And the one that gains speed is a nose grab bottom, which is essentially the same thing, just no grab or no revert. So I'm going to show you how to do the bottoms that make you lose speed. So with your right stick, you want to go diagonally to the bottom left corner halfway. You see my right stick? See the dot? Halfway, you go somewhere here. Doesn't have to be right on, but it has to be somewhere in this area. And that will trigger the rotation and the auto revert. Now I'm going to show you how to do them. So I'm going to go into fakie nose manual or switch manual. Then I'm going to go halfway to the bottom left corner. You see that? These lose speed. I only do these in a run when I want to lose speed. They will just completely ruin the run if you do them when you have no speed. You don't want to do these ever. Okay? I'm going to show it again. Same thing as the normal auto reverts, just the opposite. Bottom left corner halfway. So. You see that bug right there? That's a glitch where if you do bottoms too fast, you just bail. Very annoying. I hate it. I hope they fix it soon. So let's try some again. Some crail bottoms. Fakie manual. Diagonally halfway to the bottom left corner. And if you lose speed, the auto reverts don't work. So you have to actually have some speed to yourself to actually make them happen. And yeah, that's essentially how you do the auto reverts to make you lose speed. I like to do these when I gain too much speed or I'm going downhill. Now, the ones that gain you speed, they're a little buggy how I do them, so I avoid them a bit. I'm sure there's probably a better way of doing them to where they're not as buggy, but what I'm doing for the ones that gain you speed are I'm going out this way and curling down. Okay? So it's essentially like a wheelie grind, but you're not going all the way to the rim, if that makes sense. You're going out halfway and curling it. So I'm going to do one now. So as you can see, this is me doing bottoms with laser flips and 3 hards. It's very buggy. My line drops constantly. It's very annoying. The only real solution I have is doing tricks while reverting and the score won't drop. But this could be a path to bringing back infinite popping to the game. So when it comes to bottoms, when I do the ones that lose me speed in the bottom left corner, I always do 360 inward and 360 flip with them. Reason being is I'm already in that general area with my right stick, so that's why I do it. If I wanted to go do a laser flip, I gotta go way over to the other side. So I kind of prioritize my bottom lose speed ones with 3 inward and 360 flip just because it's less movement. And then when it comes to ones that gain speed, I do laser flip and 360 hard flip because I'm already in that general area. It's a lot easier to flick. I don't have to go as far, right? So I would highly recommend you focus on the normal ones. These are a lot more complex. You got to really think about your runs, min, max, everything when you start doing these bottom auto reverts. So if you don't have all the normal stuff down pat, I would not suggest trying to do this. But you can if you want to. I'm just saying you want to focus all your knowledge tricks because all those you could do it and gain speed. It's a lot easier. Reason I do them is because I want to get extra points. Once I start doing all my 3 hards twice, all my lasers twice, all my tray flips twice. I've ran out of the high point tricks. So instead of doing the inwards, the varials, the shove-its, which give less points, they all give 200, and the kicks, heels, normal shove-its, those give 150, I can actually do bottoms and get more big tricks in because that's considered a different trick. You get what I'm saying? Basically, you can get way more points in run if you start learning these. My main recommendation is do auto reverts, get used to every trick, okay? And when I say every trick, I mean every trick in manual. Try and get them all down before you move on to bottoms. Even the like small point tricks, get used to them and then work on bottoms. If you don't, you might be hurting yourself in the long run. You want to learn every trick. So if there's a scenario you get in where you like not know what trick to do, or you like forgot your line, you can remember, oh, I never do this trick, and at least you can do it, right? So you could still keep your run going if you're blanking. But yeah, once you get normal auto reverts down pat, you jump to these, you're off to the races getting high scores. Bottoms are going to be a must when it comes to high scores. Everyone's going to start doing them as the game progresses. People are going to get a lot better. Higher scores are going to get hit, so you're going to have to learn how to do these. So hopefully this helped you in some way. If you're still struggling, watch this video in slow motion, turn down the speed and the settings, really clue in to my controller cam or my Flick It visualizer. You can see everything I'm doing. Got nothing to hide, so... And if you're still struggling, you could comment. I'll try and help you my best. But like I said, if I'm not helping in the comments, just really pay attention to what you're doing on your analog sticks. Record yourself. Turn on Flick It visualizer. If you can, get a controller cam. Record yourself and watch it back. Because you do things, you don't think about them mentally. You think you're doing it right when really you're doing it wrong. It's just your muscle memory's kicking in and doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? On Monday, I'm going to be doing a progression update of all my cosmetics and my titles, emblems, all that. I have everything possible unlocked. I've done co-op challenges every day, all of them, completed every task in the game. Like I've done physically everything possible since day one of release. So I am the furthest. I'll show you my rip score here. I'm at 14,318 as we speak, so no one's higher than me. Luke's pretty much the same because he's been doing the same thing. I've been buying everything out of shop. I have every cosmetic in the game, so I'm going to show you how to get those and all that in the next video. Hopefully this video helps you in some way or cleared up some issues from my first auto reverting tutorial. And for all you experts out there that got down, I hope you can learn this and add it to your runs because it will help you a lot for points. Bottoms are an essential part to competitive. If you watch Skate 3 videos, they do them in almost every run. They do them almost as much as their normal nollie tricks. So like if you watch those videos, you could see they're a must. You got to learn them. You guys made it this far in the video. I appreciate all your support and I'm glad you guys are loving all my content. I'll try and keep it up into season 1. Once again, I want to give a special thanks to Scuff for sending me this controller. They've been the #1 controller company for a long time. There's a reason for that. They make awesome products. I'm loving this controller so far. I have always used Scuff back in the day. I just switched to PCs, so I stopped using controllers. But now that Skate's around, I kind of have to use controllers, so I'm glad I'm using a Scuff. That being said, if you guys want to support me in any way, use code Bmich in the Scuff store. If you pick one up, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. If you guys enjoyed this video or have any questions, feel free to comment them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.